Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records, and I just got back from the movie theater seeing Spinal Tap 2. The End Continues. You know, of course, we had the original movie back from 1984. We're still featuring Rob Reiner, writing the movie, directing the mockumentary, along with Christopher Guest, Michael McKean, and Harry Shearer. And, you know, it's a tough, legendary movie to follow. And we're, you know, in a line of recent movies, I haven't seen Happy Gilmore 2, Coming to America 2 I couldn't finish. A lot of these shows that come out with these sequels years later always want to bomb. And I was worried, really worried, because I love Spinal Tap. I love all the Christopher Guest movies like Waiting for Guffman and Best in Show and For Your Consideration and In a Mighty Wind and all those type of movies, the mockumentary type of movies. And I'm happy. I'm very happy to say that I liked this movie. You know, I've known about it for a couple years. I heard they were filming in New Orleans. You'd see pictures and little clips of it. And the guys all look like old grandmas now with their hair. And I saw the previews. I'm like, oh, this is going to be bad. And it was good. It really worked. They did 9 new songs. The premise of the movie, and I'm not going to spoil any of it, but they get back together for a show. Kind of a contractually obligated show, I think even. They've been broken up for like 20 years or 15 years. And they do a show in New Orleans. There's some special guests that you probably know. Major star special guests that I'm not going to spoil if you haven't seen the previews of the movie. Those work too. And I was worried that was going to fall flat and just try to build a movie up with a bunch of stars and guest stars. What was really interesting to me was watching this band get back together and go into the studio and try to repair relationships, try to jam together, try to write together, and all the little fights that they get into and just bickering. And I have to say, you know, I see that happen in the group that I'm in sometimes, and just little tiny things that can be annoying. And it works on that level. It works as a real 84-minute music video about a band, and it works on a comedic level as well. A couple of the new songs, Rocking in the Urn, that Derek Smalls brings to the group. The Devil's Just Not Getting Old. But then, of course, we have revisiting songs and revisiting clips of the old movie, showing footage and singing new versions of Stonehenge and Big Bottom and some of the Flower People. I really like the movie. Again, I'm not going to say what happens. It goes by real fast, and that's always a good sign. It starts off a little bit slow, and I'm worried early, and then that first laugh happens. And then that next laugh happens. And then you start laughing about things that you wonder if only you think is funny. And, but then you get the validation, not that you need the validation that other people are laughing too, because it's just freaking funny. And Christopher Guest is a genius as usual, as Nigel Tufnell. And of course we have David St. Hubbins, played by Michael McKean, and Derek Smalls by Harry Shearer. You know, they stay in character. The dynamics of the band, with Nigel being the rock god and Derek kind of being the glue guy that keeps the band together in a way. The fighting between St. Hubbins and Tufnell is there, and you could feel the emotion. There's real emotion in the movie, and it's really cool. I could see what's cool about the original, similar to any great movie like a Big Lebowski or whatever. You could watch it over and over again and find it fun every time. I can see where this movie could actually do that. Put down in the comments, by the way, if I'm just high or if I'm stupid or if you thought the movie was bad. But I give it like an 8 out of 10. I loved it. I loved the music. I loved the new songs. And, you know, you think about writing songs and it doesn't have to be difficult. And the songs like Big Bottom and all these songs that are kind of classics off those albums, they're just basic rock songs. And that's why they work, and they're funny. And the new songs that they write, the 9 new songs that they write. And by the way, these guys write. Christopher Guest writes. And you can see them holding chords and they're really jamming in the studio. They're fun songs. They're fun songs. Anyway, we only talk about great music here on Intersection Records every day. That's why we're talking about Spinal Tap 2. The end continues. Check it out in theaters. Peace out. See ya.